think that's the right terminology.
We can do it that
Reopen.
way.
We are reconvening the February 6th meeting, 2017 at 1:35. And the reason for this is to read a letter from the Broadwater County Weed Board that has to be recorded in a specific amount of time. Broadwater County Weed Board, dear Mr. Corey Swanson, Broadwater County Attorney. We, the Broadwater County Weed Board, are requesting for the Broadwater County Attorney to act as our legal representative in seeking a court order to continue non-compliance of the property described as all of Placer Mineral Survey number 8057, patent number 47471, except a parcel of land described as follows, beginning at corner number 1 of survey number 8057 and running thence south 21 feet east along the first course of said survey, 291 feet to a point, then south 58 feet, west 500 feet, 300 feet, more or less, to the intersection of the sixth course of survey said, thence north 2341 west along the sixth course of said survey, 291 feet to corner number 7 of said survey, thence north 58 feet east, 300 feet to the point of beginning, corner number 1 of survey number 8057, reserving into first party her heirs and assigns all minerals of any nature, reserving unto first party her heirs and assigns all water and ditch rights together with the right to enter, to repair, and or widen the same to carry 200 inches of water in section 1, township 6 north, range 1 west, section 36, township 7 north, range 1 west, PMM owned by Nyla R. Tyrell, Scott A. Tyrell Sr., and Don Tyrell, all real persons in accordance to Montana Code annotated 722-2134. Said property lies parallel with the Indian Creek Road. Nyla R. Tyrell's representative, Mr. John Wright, will not allow the county access to spray any weeds located along the county-owned road and right-of-way. Mr. Wright has forcibly asked the county to leave and will not allow passage of county staff. Mr. Wright was also threatening to endanger the county staff. The county weed coordinator had made multiple attempts to contact both the primary landowner and secondary landowner. This is being submitted to the Broadwater County Commission to be read and recorded into the minutes of an official meeting pursuant to MCA section 742711. We request response from the Broadwater County Attorney or his representative within 10 business days. Sincerely, Joseph Gill, Broadwater County Weed Board Chairman.
So Corey, just a quick legal question. Where is it? We request response within 10 business days. This letter is dated February 2nd. Does that start from the date that we read this and record it, read and recorded into the minutes at an official meeting? Or does it start from the 2nd? Do we know?
I mean, I read it this morning, so I have it as of today, so I'll respond before we're at the 10-day mark. A couple things going on there. One is there had been last year a number of disputes, and I talked several times with Scott Dunning about them. What I had wanted to do was put off those things until the criminal trial was done, which we did. The criminal trial got delayed several times on the defendant's request. I'm trying to address it in a way that doesn't cross too much between civil and criminal, but the sentencing for Mr. Wright is coming up, hasn't happened yet. So part of kind of central part of his whole case was either non-compliance with county stuff or threatening county officials, et cetera. So I'm gonna ask the court to fashion some conditions of his sentence that require compliance with county officials and directives, et cetera. If that's too overlapping with this, then we'll address this one separately. But I wanted to make sure that the board's aware of that as we come into the sentencing. This might be also something that we actually have a witness testify at sentencing about it. Not because it was so much it wasn't central to the trial, but because it is central to the basic problem with Mr. Wright, which is doing his own thing under his own law. So I'm gonna meet with them and try to decide if this is something I should make a part of the sentencing from the court, or if it's something that we need to address separately as a single matter.
Okay. I have another question for you regarding John Wright. I don't think it's public domain, but it's just 2 minutes, just with the sentencing.
Okay.
Okay.
I will tell you something that is public is after he was found guilty, the judge did do an order restricting him from county commission meetings unless specifically escorted. And it basically took the county restriction order that we had and made it a court order now. And it also restricted him from filing documents. And so this morning I was actually in the sheriff's office, and he was asked to come down and deal with John because John was trying to serve and file some documents. I haven't heard the rest of that story, but I mean it's an ongoing issue. So
He doesn't seem, yeah, it is.
yeah,
My question to you, I'm just gonna ask it here. The second meeting that he came to, and he wasn't escorted as per our policy, or if the court order followed that, he wasn't escorted for that either.
Okay.
But he stood here and told Franklin that if I challenged him being in the meeting, he was going to put me under citizen's arrest that day, and he wanted Franklin's help.
when was this?
That was the last day he was here. It was the week before we moved these desks over.
So, but it was since his trial.
Yes,
Okay.
the third, fourth weekend of January, or Monday of January. I have it documented. Do you want that?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So that would have been, it would have been on video?
No, it was before the meeting started, so
Okay,
it's.
so January,
I have
sometime
the date.
January 2017.
Mhm. Yep.
Okay.
We'll have that this afternoon.
So I'll let you know what happens with these guys. I'll reach out to them this week, and then, this one's gonna be fairly open, but I usually don't finalize or give my whole sentencing recommendation until right before sentencing, and that's February 24th right now scheduled, February 24th. But, obviously this is something that, there's just a whole lot of little things that over time add up to kind of a pattern of harassment, which we know very well documented at this point. The jury's agreed with us, so. Okay?
Yep.
There is something on this. I might want to look at some road history at Indian Creek. He's got this theory that the road is not currently in the right of way, that it was moved like about 30 years ago. And I haven't done the research on that. Is there a movement to accommodate a BLM access or something?
I don't know, you might talk to Dane about that, because I know that part of the road was moved at one point in time per John's request, but I know no more of the story than that.
So was it John's request though?
At least one portion of it. But like I say, you might talk to Dane about that.
Okay.
Another person to call on that history might be Jim Holland,
Yes.
who was my predecessor.
was gonna just tell you the two things, I think, somewhat significant things I'm working on for you right now, I don't know if you have more, but the road crew negotiations, are we on for this week for our meeting with the union?
Yes,
Okay. And
just
then-
got an email today from Erin.
Okay. And I had seen that she was asking, I haven't read all my emails, but she was asking for some information on the wage study, and that had been provided, and then she had a follow-up question. I don't know if that was today's or last week's email, but,
I think that was today's. I have that information. I was waiting to see if Debbie responded. If not, I can just send her a quick email.
okay. So I'll go through all that prior to our meeting, and then the other one is the search and rescue building. So my plan, Jeremy and I have an appointment to meet, I think it's this week. And then, so like, my plan is to meet with him, go through the decisions and project, to meet with, the contractor, and then to meet with local legal counsel prior to giving you guys a response on February 21st. If I can do it before that, or preview to you before that, I will. But that's my date that I want to get in by then or before. And then I am taking two large civil projects that are both going to take quite a bit of focus. One of them is with the Conservation District, and the other one is a research project that I'm not ready yet to give you anything other than it's a big project that I have to start doing some research on, but, so those are two more that are important and that I think are timely, and we'll start digging through those a bit. Bless you.
Poor Ann.
Yeah. Sure wish Mike had kept this.
I just shared it, I didn't give it all to you.
Anything else going on?
Nope.
Legislature, you been out there much? There's a draft bill, I don't know if it's gonna go anywhere, to change the public defender system. As you can imagine, there's a lot of studies on that at once. There's a draft bill to make the public defender more of a county run enterprise. So it might be somebody that works for commissioners or somehow selected with some interchange between the state and the county. So, I don't know whether it's.
Is another run to move it to the county expense instead of the state?
Mhm.
The claim, that's my first objection to it, and the claim was that no, it would be a state reimbursement. It's more of a, I think an effort to save time and administration by having public defenders local rather than going across multiple jurisdictions to defend cases everywhere. And also some level of accountability from county commissioner oversight, but that's tough.
If you are going to be responding to that bill, I highly suggest you talk to Harold. His last trip here, and I may not have the numbers right, I might be off by 20 million. But when the counties did have the public defender years ago, so 12, 20 years ago, there was a price tag of about $2 million. Then the state said, hey, we'll go ahead and take over the public defenders, and that price tag went up to $38 to $50 million under the state. The problem is, if they want to give it back to the counties, we don't want the price tag of 38 to 58 million. I would think the counties would want to go back to the $2 million price tag, and I think that ship sailed. But Harold knows that history, and it's fascinating.
How did it work? Was they an employee or they were a contracted attorney that the county just contracted to do the?
I believe they were like the county attorney, only they were defense attorneys, so an employee of the county. I don't know that they were an elected official, but yeah, it was all under the county, and counties managed to keep the fiscal note pretty small with that, and then it exploded under the state.
And so, did you supervise them? Did the judge have any supervision, you know, or?
Well,
Who else?
I
Just
don't know those
commissioners?
details.
Okay.
Harold worked on that, and his memory is photographic or
Yeah.
photogenic, whatever it's called, photogenic. But anyway, talk to Harold, because he can share that history, and it is fascinating, and it will help you if you are responding.
I don't even know that it's gonna get enough legs to get out of bed.
I wouldn't think
So-
so.
So at this point, I just became aware of it and thought it was interesting, so.
The state seems to be trying to pass an awful lot of their bills on to counties right now, so it is one to watch.
Yeah, well, the system's a mess,
Mhm.
but it's not like it's beyond saving. They can save it, they can fix it. First thing you do is stop putting the lawyers in charge. They'll screw them.
That could be said of Empera too, as I understand. No offense.
Yeah. All right, well, that's all I have for you at the moment. Digging through, we got a bunch of court tomorrow, and we had a trial this week that we resolved all of our trials, so wanted to.
Something for you, we had a law enforcement reception last week, that's another of my community, commissioner's community update, but we had a law enforcement reception, and the County Attorneys Association was there, and a bunch of county attorneys talked with Brian Lockerbie, and I was lucky enough to sit in and listen.
Okay.
They are talking about a bill, it's Wyatt from Miles City, have you met him yet? Very smart.
The county attorney there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is the one who is looking at spearheading this, and he was talking to J.P. Pomnikowski from Bozeman. What they would like to do is have a bill regarding meth, that a minor who is caught on meth is reported beyond just to the parents, so that there is some kind of a track record of who it is that's on meth, so that some intervention can get done early. This looks like a hard sell, but it could be a step to taking care of the meth problem, which Brian said is absolutely tied to the increase in felonies, the increase of violent crimes. He said every arrow goes back to the meth use, and it's just exploding. So I just thought I'd bring you up to speed on that. It sounds like it was really interesting meeting with you guys.
Probably be in a circumstance where the facts of the case don't let you charge them with meth possession, because if you do that, they're into youth court, and then there is a record. It's probably someone that's got in their system and maybe not possession that you can charge. That's probably, that would make sense, because otherwise what do? Yeah.
Yeah, so if it goes anywhere, she's got a placeholder.
Okay.
So I think that's where they sought her out.
Getting kind of late, aren't we? Transmittal must be about end of February.
Yeah, there's a couple of new bills being drafted right now, so I don't know if this is usual, but
As usual, unfortunately.
yeah, all right.
All new ideas in January, February, and they're rushed to get to the end.
All right,
All right, well, thank you. Have a great week.
all right, welcome back.
Do you have a meeting Wednesday here? Or a commissioner meeting Wednesday?
No,
Okay.
no, and we have NACO next week,
Right.
so we won't have a meeting.
Okay. There are some law enforcement related meetings on Monday mornings that I have not been attending, and I'm not gonna attend every week, but at least once a month I'm planning to, so I'll try to let you know in advance if there's a commission issue. If I'm gone for that meeting, then I'll let you know, but it won't be every week, it just depends on circumstances. But you are gone next Monday, maybe I can do it next Monday then.
Yeah, we start at 8 a.m. Monday morning.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
All right,
Take care.
thanks.
See you, Cory. So if there are any other items, I guess we will adjourn at 1:55.
Thanks for coming down, Ann.